Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having an awesome weekend, and hopefully everybody's being safe out there. So some of you guys said that you wanted to watch me try to handle my very defensive boa, and I guess I could do a couple handling sessions for you guys. So if you guys don't know, I did get a female VPI Aztec about a month ago, and I just kind of recently am showing you guys her since I got her sister the other day. So her sister is the IMG VPI, and she is super sweet, super nice as of right now. She lets me hold her, no problems. But I'm really having issues with the IMG, or I'm sorry, the VPI Aztec, and she's super defensive. She definitely hates me, so I really want to have a good bond with her so I can hold her and I can interact with her and not have any issues. She's the only snake that I've ever owned that acts like this. I've been very lucky on all the other snakes that I do own that have come to me. Very nice, very handleable, and I mean, she doesn't have any problems eating. That's like the one thing that I can't complain about. So I do try to buy all of my snakes as babies just so I know the history of them, how they were fed, how they were handled, how they were kept, and stuff like that. So I try to get them very young, within the first 4-ish months of them being old. Now I have bought 1 or 2 snakes that are about 9 months old, but it's from a very, very reputable breeder that I go to his house every week to buy rats and stuff like that. So I got her, so let's just jump into this really fast one that's not babbling on and on. But I am wearing gloves and I am wearing a sweatshirt because she will bite me. I know that for a fact. She hasn't yet, but I know I'm going to try to hold her, and I know she is going to try to bite me. And I don't want to bleed, and I don't want her teeth getting stuck in me. They might get stuck in the gloves, but the sweatshirt's a little soft, so I don't think her teeth would come out if she would strike me in hitting a sleeve. But I see a lot of people making videos about getting bit and stuff like that just for the views and stuff like that. And that's not my main goal here. Like, I don't want to be bit, like, at all. Like, I don't like when they strike. I don't know. It catches me off guard. And I just want a nice, sweet snake that wants to hang out with me and be around me, and we don't have any issues. So this is the setup that I have for her. It's basic, but no different than any of my other setups. So I do have the water bowl, and then I do have the hide for her, and she's not going in the hide. She's just going underneath the water. Like, there's ribs in here where she likes to hide. So she's very flighty. I have taken her out a few times, and she just tries to get away from me, and things can go a little chaotic when she like scurries off, because she is small and I don't want her to go back behind anything, or I mean, she won't get lost, but the last thing I want her to be doing is getting stuck in the halfway mark of these 8-foot cages, because that's just a pain in itself, because I have to move this, I have to climb over and get it out. I had to do it with the Motley the other day, but I got a new cage right here, and I haven't had that issue. So hooking her out will probably be the best method to get her used to being handled, and so she knows that I'm not a threat to her and that I'm not trying to hurt her. And I know that I've been coming over a little aggressive towards her, approaching her wrong, basically approaching her over top of her, which makes me look like a predator, and putting her in a very defensive, scared mode where she would think I'm trying to harm her or eat her or something. Because, I mean, birds are probably one of their natural enemies in the wild, and they would definitely come from above. So she's already starting to get really defensive right now. She's puffing her body up. She's not starting to hiss yet, but that will happen here in the next couple of seconds. So I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just trying to get you guys the backstory on this snake. And she was produced at the beginning of this year, 2021, so she's very tiny, and I not put the time in with her just because she doesn't like me, and I don't want to get bit. I don't want to say attacked, but definitely she definitely has some issues. So we're going to try to overcome those issues, and hopefully we can have a very nice snake. So we'll turn the light over here a little bit. So here she is. We can see her body language is definitely telling me that she does not want me anywhere near her. She's moving her head around towards the camera and towards me, possibly wanting to be in strike range. So now I could come in and swoop her up underneath, but that might startle her as well. So I might just kind of rub at the top of her head with this hook and on her body, so she gets kind of used to just some interaction, some touching on her, that anything that goes into her cage is not going to harm her or hurt her. And I hope doing this motion a couple times a day, she'll realize that, you know what I mean, things that come into her cage is not food and it's not going to harm her. So we can try to... So she's starting to huff and puff right now, and I'm coming from her back and down below. So she kind of lets me hold her a little bit, kind of like this. But we can hear her getting definitely attitude. So I'm really not sure. Like, it looks like the camera's really above her, and it is a little bit, but I'm on, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty much eye level with her, so I'm not towering over her trying to be a threat. But she definitely does not like me or the camera. And I don't want her to hit her face on the camera because I don't want her to damage her face. I don't think she would damage the camera, but she's a very, very gorgeous snake. She just has an attitude problem, and we're trying to work on that. So a little bit at a time. And like, this is gonna be a lot of work. But I'm definitely up for the challenge with her. And oh man, we'll see what happens. So a little at a time. I think 5 minutes here or there, maybe twice a day, every day, and then she'll probably strike up at this. So I'm gonna let her calm down. I don't want to get her too stressed. Let her calm down a little bit and then put her water back in there. But as you can see, there she goes. And then we jump into her sister right here, which was from the same parents, from the same clutch or litter, whatever bows have. And this is her, so easily handleable, no problems. And she looks gorgeous as well. So I really hope her sister stays super nice, but yeah, we can see her totally defensive mode, and I don't want her to keep hitting her face on the plastic because it will mess her jaw up. So not too exciting, but that's what I'm working with, and sometimes we have to adjust how we handle some of the snakes. Not all the snakes come to us or are born nice and calm, so it kind of sucks, but I gotta work with her. And if you guys want, I can keep you guys in the loop on that. I can show you guys more on the handling and stuff like that, but I know this video was not very exciting, but that's what I have to work with. And I know some of you guys are working with that as well on some of your snakes. Some of you guys even told me that some of your snakes have never gotten over being defensive, and they're older and they're still mean. Well, yeah, mean. So let's just say it how it is. She's mean, defensive, and I'm not going to say she is willingly going to be wanting to bite me, but I'd still think it's just because she's young. And the Burmese was kind of like that too. Not striking, but really, you know, body language and huffing and throwing out a lot of hot air. But me and the Burmese we're getting better. So hopefully we can bond and everything works out. So on that, be safe, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next video.